Hey, hey. Welcome back to Heavy Rain. Last episode, we left off on this weird, awkward, tension-filled environment between a father and son. Things went kind of south, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen to this family. Here is our our protagonist. He's looking at the loading bar, although I don't see it myself. Now he's looking at me. He's looking into me. I feel that glare. Oh yeah, and we took the boy good. Oh yeah. Oh, these controls. All right, let's head to bed ourselves. We promised him we would. I should have went to bed and then and then ended the video. Oh my gosh. Wait, bro, what? Get in bed. You're supposed to get in bed. Oh, I guess we're not. I mean, we sort of made a promise to the kid that we were gonna go to sleep, and nah, turn those bangers off, please. Oh, that was so weird. The camera was like locked. Oh, never mind. It's okay. It's not bad. This is the workroom. Nah. I'm kind of not sure what we're supposed to do then. If we'll use the bathroom. I thought there was gonna be some game where I aim and shoot or something. Flush, bro. Come on. You know damn well you just need a flush. Oh.
Sean wants his teddy. He must have left it lying around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. We've yet to get his teddy. All right. I know where that is. That is. How's the kid gonna sleep with you leaving the door open like that and your tune's just blasting, bro? All right. This dude, I kind of forgot his name. I don't know if his name is Jason. They've been saying it, I think. This is a bathroom. I mean, we might as well just use it, right? No. Not the smartest fella, but here it is. He remembers where teddy bears are. I'll give him that. All right. Whoa. Alright, Sean, you're in this room. Oh, I haven't even tucked him. Let's tuck him in. There's that teddy bear right there, see? Then we gotta give him that weird kiss where it like makes you hold it or something. Right? Oh, yeah, look. And if I let go, he backs up. It's kind of weird. But I mean, yeah, you gotta commit to a kiss like that. A good night kiss. Never know. Oh. I was supposed to. Whoa. Okay. They add in filters. Up. He's having like a panic attack. Just relax. Carnaby Corner North. So, what's that? Oh, reminder. Press touchpad to access the control screen. Who's this guy? I mean, why are we seeing him? These characters just keep looking at me. It's kind of weird. Like, what if you were supposed to have a stare off with this person? And they were capable of blinking, but is it weirder to have a staring contest? I said stare off. A staring contest between another person or some digitally refined, perfected, crisp ass character design. Oh, there it is. There's that loading screen. Keep loading. It's cool. But he ain't looking at it. Should have been up top, nah? Cause this one's gonna be called the one with the loading screen. Or the loading bar. Creepy stare off, creepy staring contests. Cause yeah, this guy looking. I mean, he pretends to look around, but he's just scoping out my room, and that's kind of weird. I got some fish over there. If you keep, hey, see, I think he wanted to hear about the fish. 2 goldfish. They're cool. Hey, why you look? There's nothing at the left. Oh, my guitar. He's peeping the guitar. It was a Rogue acoustic guitar. Great gift from my girlfriend. I don't play it as much, unfortunately. I wish I did. I used to play it often, but that's just because, I don't know, music was more around in the air, whether it was in the talks or in my ears, in my hands when I'd be playing. I'm not like the best acoustic guitar. I know like 2 chords, and then like a few segments in a few different songs, but nothing I've personally created or composed yet. Yeah, it's a shame. I'm over here playing Heavy Rain and Guardians of the Galaxy with my time. I ain't got time to be playing a guitar. Nah, but in all honesty, that's probably a skill that I'd love to master. There's something about the guitar that just feels so, I don't know, not emotionally free, but the sort of freedom of energy, you know? You know how when you see guitarists playing live and they're just giving it their all or performing their hearts out, like you can see that, and sometimes you can even hear that, and it sounds great, but yeah, I've yet to get an ear for it. It's crazy when people are like, oh yeah, I'm self-taught. You taught yourself to play the guitar? Or because I'm not sure what that means. I personally take it as like, oh yeah, this person developed an ear for the guitar, and instead of going through like YouTube videos or looking up tutorials, guitar tabs, stuff like that, that they just learned while developing an ear. But I guess some people may buy a book or two and just learn that way. That's kind of how I learned the saxophone, and of course like an instructor back in middle school. Yeah, it's college. Yeah. I haven't touched the saxophone since, but I do recall all the notes, all the songs. Not all the songs I've played, but I think I still have like a bit of sheet music that I can read. I can read sheet music. That's a skill I've kept dear to my heart. Only in treble clef though. Bass clef, I've I've had like, I mean, in middle school they teach you both to read both uh staff scales, I guess, and I never I guess fully paid attention, seeing as though the saxophone dealt with. All right, why is this taking so long? I never had to deal with the bass clef because I wasn't playing any sort of bass instrument or a low sounding instrument. Um, I always I played alto and then tenor uh, for my middle school career, I guess. But middle school is an awkward place, or was an awkward time because you're like going through puberty, you're going through it, and you're adjusting to the changes and the attitude shifts, emotions, all that nonsense, and then finally you get to high school where you sort of have it figured out. You have an idea of what to expect, but you don't necessarily know how things will go or what you want at times. Um, Next thing you know, you're in college, uh, trying to figure yourself out, trying to figure out where you want to be in this world. Where do you want to belong to? And that's kind of a hard thing um, to determine. You mean you want me to pick a career for the rest of my life in 4 years after I just got out of high school, which tells you what to learn? And even then, I still have like general education and specific requirements, so I don't necessarily choose my own classes. They're kind of like written on a pathway for me, I guess you could say. Um, and I take them whenever I feel like. That's college for you. But it's great that you get to pursue anything that you want, or maybe not anything, because your grades are really important. Um, and certain majors, of course, cannot be pursued unless specific grades requirements are met or GPA requirements are met. And there's just so much that could take into effect that um, yeah, why is this taking forever? So much that could take into effect that it kind of hinders the pursuit of happiness, I guess. It's it kind of sucks. But here I am. Honestly, but this is summer, I'm enjoying the summer. It's really hot though. Um, Back where I live, it was the highest that I gotten was 122. I was sweating balls in an AC'd vehicle. Um, no, I wasn't sweating balls, but I'm one of those, like my weird case. 'Cause certain people sweat in different parts of their bodies. Some people, may not ever experience sweating and stuff like that. But I sweat in a car, like sweat in a car. In a car, I sweat on my back. Um, like that's literally where all my sweat goes. It's just towards my back. Sure, like I'll sweat from like my forehead and my I don't know, my arms, I guess. Sometimes will get like moisty, a little damp. But my back is where sweat manages to collect the most. It's kind of disturbing. I also got back problems. I saw a post the other day on like Instagram or something, and it was describing to me how you're supposed to sleep. Like there's specific ways to sleep, and the caption was like, "Damn, I don't even know how to sleep well." It's like, yeah, what do we know? What do we really know? That's always what it comes down to. What do you really know? That's what people want to experience. What do you really know? Because this is like a weird. This is probably going to be one of the weirder episodes. It's cool. I'm glad. I can talk all day. So it's weird because people want new experiences. People look forward to new information and processing that, understanding it, whether it be for the moment or understanding it for life. That's when people dedicate their time to pursuing their things, which is, I guess, a good thing. But this constant pursuit of knowledge is, it can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. It's totally up to the people. So, for instance, a good thing, knowledge, or pursuit of knowledge, is these apps nowadays, like Instagram or Snapchat and stuff like that. They'll let you know what's new and what's current, what's going on, what are people thinking about. And on Instagram you see, and on Snapchat too, like you'll see different stories or different posts, showing you whatever it is you're into, whatever it is you want to follow, whatever it is you want to pursue. And this yeah, I'm not sure what I was going to say. I think this just came out. But this pursuit of knowledge, so can be a good thing, if you want to develop like what we've already established, like as a whole. But it can also be a bad thing, seeing as though sometimes new information isn't necessarily the best. Like there's always, I've seen this weird post where it's like, oh yeah, rats enjoy jazz music or something when they're high off cocaine. Who wanted to pursue that? And what do we do with that? What do we do with that sort of knowledge? So yeah, it can be a good thing, and it can lead to a purposeful life when you start questioning and start looking to understand and develop whatever it is that you have a passion for or crave. So yeah, it can be a good thing, but certain situations come up like that where it's not necessarily a good idea to further chase these passions, this information. Yeah. But it's crazy. I still have homeboy over here staring at me, and I don't know. Am I just gonna sit here this whole episode and ponder? Because if that was the case, yeah, I should have just told what's his other kid, Sean, good night, and then had hopped into this. Episode 2 would have just been this whole loading screen. It looks like it's almost done. I'm not sure what I'm waiting for. It kind of jumped like a few segments, like crazy jumped, but now it's just like stopped. Now it's just there. Maybe it hasn't stopped. I feel like it's been growing because I'm looking at his the cheek of his face, and not cheeks, the cheek on his face, and using that as like a little tell, like, oh yeah, if it's passing his cheek, then yeah, there is some sort of progress. And so far it's kind of gotten closer and closer to his face. I'm not sure if that's the camera's design or something, part of the loading screen, but it does seem to be getting closer. But enough about me and my surroundings, my fish, my guitar, my thoughts. What are things, I don't know, people like to talk about? What are what are some of the things that you like to talk about? What interests you? What do you want to pursue? What are you confused about? Why are you still watching? How'd you make it this far into the video? Like, were you not tired of my voice beforehand? Yeah, that's always something that I guess people want, is a conversation, some sort of interaction, And it's kind of a downer when I'm like when I'm giving people attention, attention that, I don't know, they probably don't receive every day, and I get nothing in return. And I understand people are busy and people don't necessarily just want to talk or want to have a conversation or want to speak their minds because of how often that opportunity was missed. But feel free to talk about whatever. Talk about whatever to whoever. Well, maybe not to whoever, because some people will, I don't know, either destroy you or ruin your life, and that over a few words, that's ridiculous. But some people, if you feel like maybe you can trust this person, feel free to ask questions, ask how their day is going. People love to talk about themselves, their interests there. But the thing is, people don't like to be judged, and unfortunately, in this kind of like time we live in, judgment is everywhere. People judge every day. We have everything is kind of judged. Like, everything has become a competition, to be the best, to be the greatest, or it always has been. And that's kind of like a weird, not so comforting ideology that we've all sort of developed, is that somebody has to be on top. There's no conglomerate. There's no few winners. There's just one person on top. And people let that get to them. There's always this weird rift between individuals when comparison is brought into the mix. And I've had these conversations like plenty of times, and I've been enlightened plenty of times. Like, some of the stuff I'm talking about is probably sounds familiar to some viewers, but this comparison thing, it'll only tear you down. It builds one up and tears down the other, and it's kind of like it's not kind of like, it is a depressing consequence, I guess. Okay, now it looks like the bar is standing still. Like, I get it. It's cool that there's winners. It's bad that there's losers. I understand that, but we've made it into this, like, everything is an attack or everything is a defense. Like, no, that's not the case. Like, people can talk and people can listen, and people can have emotions towards certain words or certain phrases. But my words, my comparison, are never aimed, my comparison. Okay, so my words aren't really aimed to offend, and this whole comparison thing over who can be better is not meant to be taken into offense. Like, every time you see somebody say, get up from your, I don't know, your stumble, like, another opportunity to lose is another opportunity to learn. And that's perfectly the case. That really is the case. But people look at it and focus on the negative. People twist it on their own, to their own fashion, because I don't know, some sort of evil just gets within their minds and messes with everything. um, but you shouldn't, you know. People really shouldn't let things get to them. People try to get under each other's skin, like, for fun, you know. There's drama everywhere I see, and competition rules the world, basically. Everybody's competing to be on top, or competing to be the richest, to be the wealthiest, to be the most resourceful beings, because it's what this planet deserves. Yet, according to theories and ideologies, we weren't here for a while. You know, we weren't even here when the world was made. That's always a fact. But so how can we say these things? You know, how do you know? How do you know? That's all people ever want to see. How do you know? How do you know why you feel like this? How do you know you feel like this? How do you know what's going to happen tomorrow? How can you tell? Like, people aren't sure. People are afraid. People are unaware sometimes. Misinformed even. That's also a thing. The news is kind of, not the news per se, like on TV, but just any sort of news for me. I'll always question it, because anything can be real nowadays with enough of a push and enough of a widespread, like, of it, I guess. It can be news. And that's another thing that's comforting, is that I could be being lied to, I could be being manipulated, and that's not what I was born here. I wasn't born here to be manipulated. I wasn't born to not be free, to be caged in. I was just born. I've accepted it. It's so far, life's been fun. A little hassle, but I was born, you know, and I will gladly take it and enjoy it for what it is. But every day and everywhere I go, I'm sort of kept in line. And as easygoing as that is, you know, as straightforward as life can get, I want to roam. I want to explore things. I want to see monuments. I want to, I don't know, I want to do a lot of things without having to worry about all these mental concoctions that people come up with, and for some reason decide to enforce upon me. You know, it sucks. It really does. And I say it sucks, but I mean, I guess I understand why it's necessary sometimes. I understand that us as a society, you know, need to stick together and need to continue evolving, continue changing, continue growing on some sort of scale, so that our species, which, I mean, for now is the smartest out of the animals, so that our species can withstand the test of time. But we've even claimed that there is an end, you know? We've claimed it. We've made it real. We've even tested it out a few times, right? But we obsess over this end. We want to prolong it, and that's the beauty of this experience, is that there is some sort of end. You know, it's not okay due to some unfortunate luck or something, or some weird, people claim supernatural forces even take place. Life doesn't go unanswered. You always have your answers. People just need confirmation, reassurance, and yeah, that's all they really need. Yeah, just some sort of reassurance for them to know that they're not crazy. They're not afraid. They're not stepping back when they should be stepping forward. You know, and it sucks because we've all grown accustomed to judgment befalling us. But who are we to judge, right? I think I'm just gonna call this an episode. It's gonna be on the one-offs, but just know that maybe not the one-offs. It'll still be on the like heavy rain playlist, but also on the one-offs, because it's me self-reflecting, and I think that's what I did on my Fortnite one-off. I think it's called a one-off. But anyways, I think that's enough of me. Please comment down below something, whether it be your thoughts, whether it be a poem, whether it be a song, a fiction piece, like yo, just write something. Like, people need assurance, and I'm people. You know, I need to know that these things reach an ear. I mean, I'm sure they reach one set of ears, but I need to know, you know, some people are there, you know. I don't want to be speaking my words into nothing. Or just like the video, you know, subscribe, comment. No, I'm just kidding. But if you do want to look out for more gaming content, it sucks because I go and then gaming when it's I'm already saying it's ridiculous. Yeah, check out my other videos. I recently beat God of War. I might get back into that. I'm thinking about it. I kind of started these two projects without really I don't know, trying to focus on God of War. But because I like stories being told, and God of War was an amazing story. Amazing. Stayed true to the Norse mythology and everything. And a great series at that. I've done a couple other gameplays of damn, I already forgot the other gameplay. I play a lot of Fortnite. Not the best at it, but you know, it's there for you, for your entertainment. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think you might like some of the people I play with. They're all their own characters. They're all their own great personalities. But with that being said, I'm just gonna end it here. I think that's like the download bar, because honestly, this game was still downloading its data, but I thought I'd still be able to play through the rest of the game, you know. But unfortunately, it only let me play that intro, which I had to play the ending of. But we didn't see the cutscene of the father in Carnaby, Carnaby Corner North. Uh, Made sure to take note of that. 'Cause he had it when he was like standing up. It seemed like a vision or something. Speaking of visions, check out that Guardians of the Galaxy, Telltale series. It's fun. I'm liking it. Thanks, guy, for being a face. You know, it seems a little easier to talk to knowing that nothing is looking at me. Yeah. Well, I'll catch you guys later then. Peace.